Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to an episode of my F1 2020 Manager Career Mode here with McLaren, episode number 9 today for the Belgium Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. In that episode, we found out that Lando Norris might consider leaving the team. He is considering offers now, after obviously a poor streak of races. He's crashed twice in the last 3 episodes, and generally hasn't performed as well as Sainz. Of course, we haven't given him the car to perform. The way the car's been set up, we've been able to make no improvements on any part of the car apart from the engine, really. I think we maybe made one improvement on like the suspension, I think, but basically all the parts we haven't been able to make any improvements because the HQ has not been high enough to make anything more than what, like great parts, and we basically need epic and legendary to really make any headway with how it's gone, basically. So the engine's been the only part of the car we've improved, and obviously the engine takes a while to make. So the best engine we've got, I've given to Sainz every time because he is technically, obviously on paper, the better driver. He's got so much form at the moment. I think he had a form of 10 last episode. He also has, I think, like a temporary addition that's given him +1 on all stats, because he started off this series as just 4 stars, just a little bit better than Lando Norris, but now he's definitely better on the star count there, so it made sense to give him the engine. So I can understand why Lando's not performed as well and why he might be a little bit demoralised in that, but we can basically do anything apart from just wait for the engine. But this episode might be the saviour, because as we move on, before we get to the Belgium Grand Prix, this brand new engine will be designed. So I will give him this engine, because I'm pretty sure this engine might end up being just a little bit better than the one we've got with Sainz. So even though Lando's contracted as a number 2 driver, I will give him this better engine to try and just boost his confidence. Hopefully he has a good race this episode, and then I'm going to try and go in there for the contract renewal, because he's got 17 months left. So I don't know. I don't know if he'll even renew the contract with me, because he's considering offers from other teams. But if he has a good enough race, maybe his morale goes up enough, maybe then we can swoop in for the contract renewal with him and try and secure that. Because, of course, I know that all of you guys who enjoy the McLaren career mode would probably like to see Norris and Sainz stay as a pair. Obviously, in real life F1, it's a great pairing, so it'd be great to obviously try and take the McLaren back to glory with these two specific drivers, obviously. But obviously, it's a game, so I don't know. He could just say no, and we could just be stuck in limbo of him considering offers until he gets one. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. But I'll definitely try my best to keep him. But he might be gone like forever, ever. So we're gonna go through the interviews then for after that race. Hamilton demolished the competition. I'm going to say, yes, the series needs shaking up, but that will not affect my marketability whatsoever, so that's fine. Pit crew review, let's have a look. Is anyone fatigued? This guy is fatigued on the fixing, but apart from that, we're all fine. So I'm just going to swap in this dude here, 16. He's 18 on the rear jack, though. He might need to use that soon. So I might... Oh, no, we got level 19, though, here. So actually, no, I will use that guy. Level 19, swap him in, because that's an improvement. In terms of pit stops, can we swap in anyone? Yeah, 0.4, 0.5 for this level 17. So that's a 2-second pit stop. That's very decent. 1.2 though here. Gonna have to swap that out. And 0.5. Good stuff. So stays on a 2-second pit stop. And in terms of new hires, ooh, we've got a 19 front jack. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to need to fire someone here quickly. Who do I fire? This guy, 16, 17 on the... Oh, I've renewed his contract by mistake. Going to fire him. Sorry, I gave him false hope and then fired him straight away. That'd be horrendous if you ask someone to step into your office, renew their contract, and then fire them on the spot. That would be very, very harsh. So I'm sorry to that man. Everyone else, nah, they're not that great. So we'll reject all of them. And move forward then, and for the first time, not move forward straight to the Grand Prix, we'll move forward to getting that new engine in, and we've got Lando Norris volunteering. That's going to be +15 on marketability. Okay, decent stuff, Lando. At least you're doing something outside of F1, if you're a little bit annoyed at the situation in the sport, at least. We move through then, target update, yeah, we're doing better than 6th place, a lot better. We've got a 40% chance of rain at Ardennes. It's going to say predicted weather all dry, but with 40% chance of rain, you never know. Engine speed will be crucial, so this is a great episode to get both of them with this new engine in. Absolutely great episode. So this could be a mega one for us if this engine is indeed just as good. Let's have a quick look here. So we've got this legendary engine now, and it will max out better than what we've got. And look at that, the legendary... Remember, we made this engine, and it gave us a random legendary component, and it's maxed out, the red zone is even less. So that's amazing. So we can't improve reliability, you just have to do improvements. 35, that'll get done 6 days after the Grand Prix, but it's already better than the one Sainz has got. So we're going to top it out even more. I will give this one to Lando. He deserves it. He's taken, like, what was it, 3-4 races of having a 970 engine compared to 1036, which is a massive leap. So I'll definitely give him that par. Right, we've got Sainz getting better on the podium. Obviously, yeah, Sainz got a podium last race, so he has plus 10 morale, plus 8... See, look, things are just getting better for Sainz every single episode, so that's why I've just kept him with a better engine, because he deserves it. But look at this, Lando Norris getting better. Top 10 result, improvability plus 10, potential plus 10. Things are looking up for Lando Norris as well, so I'm happy. Things are clicking now for the team. In terms of what we make next, the HQ gets done in 6 days' time, which is just after this race. So I'm not going to purchase an upgrade quite yet, because we could finally make an inroad in some upgrades once these HQ upgrades come in. So I'm going to wait for that till after the Grand Prix. But this could be quite amazing for us. So let's go forward to our den, pick our parts, and also the tyre selection. Right, tyre wears low, going to go ultras. 7 ultras, even 8 ultras really. I'll go in with 1 set of super softs. I'm not going to use super softs, am I, realistically, because the tyre wear is so low. So we'll just use 8 ultras, 6 mediums. Probably don't even need 6 mediums. Probably could go with 5 mediums if we're being honest. So 9 ultra softs. Let's just go for it. Right, fit parts. Right, here you go, Lando. You're going to get a massive upgrade, and now you're happy. You better be happy, because that's a massive upgrade. That's a big swing. Awesome. And remember, this car, this engine is... Ooh, actually, hang on. It's not the best engine on the grid anymore. We used to have the best engine on the grid, but Ferrari have come through with the best engine. But I suspect we're quite close to Ferrari, to be fair. But we're better than Mercedes and Red Bull, so we should still be right up there in terms of performance. But that's awesome. They've both got the new engine now. Both got new engines. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to Lando Norris re-energized for this episode, along with an already informed Carlos Sainz. Let's go. Here we go then, sending them out both on the race trim and medium tyre. We'll get that knowledge done, then sort out the ultras. This track is fairly long, I think, so we might have to sacrifice the mediums, I think, maybe, because the tyre weigh is so low. We should be able to do 2 stints on ultras, I think, and 1 stint on mediums only. I can't exactly remember. I can never remember, really, from previous seasons, but we'll just see how this goes, at least. We'll get level 2, I think, minimum on the mediums, and then try and go for level 3 on the ultras, and level 3 in the race trim, of course, and, well, quali, we'll just have to see what we can manage here. But in terms of the lap time, let's have a quick look at what sort of lap times it is. It's a 1:41. Yeah, it's a very long lap, actually, that. Very long lap. So I'm going to maybe actually bring them in after this one lap here and just move them straight onto ultras, just because I need to... I really want to get the ultras to level 3 here. So I'm going to bring them both in, check the setups whilst we do it. Aero's feeling great, apparently, according to Lando. So let's see what he's saying here when he comes in the garage. 2 greats and 1 poor. Okay. A little bit hit miss there, so I'm going to have to try and tweak that a little bit. But in terms of the stints, I'll go for race trim again. I'll do 8 laps, but I'll go out on ultras and get that knowledge done. But right here, speed balance. A little bit longer. I mean, there's not much else to go, though, in the gear ratio, which is kind of annoying here, unless we kind of move it up somehow. If we lower the wings, that will do something, maybe. So if we lower it to maybe there, is that maybe good? Because that's not really... That doesn't look like the distance we need from poor. Like, that looks like the distance we need. So I'm going to move it down to acceleration. Let's see how that works out. I have a little hunch that might not be the correct way, but let's just take the gamble there with Lando. And I'll leave the handling where it is there. I'll go 8 laps. Ultras, send out. And then Sainz is in, and he's the same exact way, so I'm going to say lower that as well. We'll lower the wing a little bit. See if that's going to get excellent, and then handling I'll leave there. Let's try it over there. Right, race 4 laps again. Ultras, not 4 laps, sorry, 8 laps. Go, send out on ultras. Get that race trim to level 3, get the ultras level 3, and then we'll do medium and quali trim at the end, which makes no sense, but it's just the way I'm going to have to do this one since it's a long lap. Right, we should get level 3 maybe just by the end of this lap. I really hope, or maybe not. I think Lando might need to go again. I can bring in Sainz maybe, and Lando will get done. So, yeah, I'm going to have to tick over. At least one guy has to stay out there. So, Sainz will come in. Lando will finish off that lap and then come in. Sainz, let's have a look there. 1 excellent and 2 greats on the setup. That's decent. What percentage is that going to be? In terms of stints now, I'm going to do Ultra again, but then go on to quali trim since we've done the race trim now. I'll go to I'll keep it on the same set of ultras. 95%, that's pretty good. I can maybe tweak that a little bit more. Maybe even a little bit lower on the speed balance. Let's see how that little bit works out. Let's see. 3 laps, quali, go. And then Lando will come in eventually, and we'll do the same thing with him. Right, we've got 1 minute to go in this session. We might just get level 2 on the qualifying trim. Maybe also level 2 on mediums, just about here. To me, close one. As they finish their lap, they might just get it. Checker flag falls, and we will get level 2. I think, yeah, there we go. Level 2 quali trim. Won't get medium tyres. So we've got level 1 and medium. So we're really committing to a more aggressive strategy with low tyre wear on ultras. But I think that should be fine for us. Because I'm pretty sure I remember it. I'm being surprised in the Ferrari career at how little the tyre wear is around here. So hopefully we're fine with that. But look at that. Lando Norris up above Sainz for the first time in a long while. So that engine is already paying out here for this one race there. So hopefully this will be a big confidence boost for Lando. But let's go to quali then. Looking forward to this one. Quali should be good. With ultra knowledge, qualifying knowledge level 2. We haven't really got level 3, but still level 2. It's all sunny though. So it looks like that 40% chance of rain might not really crop in here. As we take quali, we've got plenty of tyres to use, but we will go on super softs, I think, and just try and get through. I think now both of them should be able to get through on super softs, I think. It's the one super soft we've got for the race weekend, so may as well use it just for Q1. I know I could technically just use ultras, because we've got a lot of them, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I kind of also like seeing if we can try and get through on super softs or super tyres, because it just kind of proves that we got some pace left over for Q2 and then Q3 in a way. So let's see what the lap times are like in terms of compared to everyone else, especially the top cars here. We're 1 second, 1.3 off with Sainz there, and that's a massive gap. So I thought the gap was big from Sainz's engine to the one Norris had. This new engine we've got seems even bit of a bigger gap from the engine we had with Sainz, which is mad to think, really. So now Sainz is the one kind of close to the drop zone there. I guess obviously Ardennes, I think it had 3 different components that were crucial. They weren't like it wasn't like engine was crucial and the others were useful. It was engine, and then whatever the other 2 were, I think medium speed corners and high speed, were all crucial as well. So obviously every other part of our car is not amazing compared to the engine. So maybe that's why Sainz is finding it a little bit more difficult, because the car itself is difficult. So the engine really is the only thing pulling Norris up there, up into P5. But hopefully I think that we should be fine with Sainz there. There's about a 4/10 gap to Russell. Surely he's not going to set a time like that. So we should be fine into Q2 then, all fine and dandy. Right, so Q2, it's time for ultras, and to see what the actual pace is going to be like compared to everyone else. Go out early. We could probably do 2 laps in Q2 if we wanted to, really, to be fair. But let's see then. Hopefully Sainz can get through into Q3, because I have a little bit of worry, actually, that the pace of the other cars is so much better in the corners and stuff like that, that actually maybe the engine, even his engine might not be enough. And, well, that would be quite something. That would be quite ironic, that if Lando gets engine upgrade there, and then Sainz's engine, which we've been heralding as the much better engine the entire time, is now the engine that's not good enough to get through into Q3. That would be quite annoying as well, in a way. Let's see, though. No, Sainz gets 8/10 off Norris, but that lap time looking a little bit better compared to others. Let's see, as other people set their times. Albon comes through, P9. We're 2/10 away from the drop zone. I should think we're fine, though. I don't think Stroll, Magnussen, Perez are going to set much faster times, to be honest. So I think we should be fine. So I'm just gonna wait. I mean, we can't go out anyway now, it's too late. So I'm gonna wait. I don't think they should. They shouldn't improve. They've gone green. Stroll's gone white in the first sector, so that should be fine. Let's just move through, please. Please don't let me get embarrassed here with Sainz getting knocked out. Oh, Sainz down to P10. Checker flags fall. No, there we go. Into the top 10 shootout. Norris though, look at that. Look at that. 2/10 off Verstappen. If he doesn't get out of the pit he's in of the morale he's got, like if he's still in the red on morale after this episode, if he has a decent race, I will be perplexed. Alright, top 10 shootout time. Send out with Sainz now. And let's go with Norris quick after as well. Obviously it's a long lap, so can't really waste too much time. Track grip will be maxed out pretty fast actually though. But obviously we'll wait for that second run right at the end of the session. Right, let's see what you boys can do. I think that was a decent outlap from both of you guys. There, ooh, Norris overtakes Sainz on the lap, so Sainz may have just been compromised a little bit there. But you saw the engine power difference because Norris just went past him on the straight line. But here we go. It's a 137.6 from Norris, 1.4 off. So Sainz, yeah, Got held up a little bit there by Lando Norris. That was probably my bad in terms of sending them out straight away after each other, but obviously I didn't want to waste time because we're already on 4 minutes. Like, they're going to come in, and it's only going to be like a 2-minute wait before I send them back out again. Right, Norris is going to go again. 3 minutes to go, and then I'll wait a little bit for Sainz and then send them out right at the death here. Once every car has left the garage, going to send them out now. That's going to be a good gap, I think. Yep, decent gap, decent gap. Right, Norris starts his lap. That wasn't a great outlap there for Lando Norris, unfortunately. Right, Norris here set 2 white sectors. Not been a decent second lap there for Lando Norris. He's 3/10 off, though, first place, so that's still a pretty decent lap time, I would say. Cross the line. Does improve in the last sector. So it does improve, actually, in that last bit. So improve that time for P6. Sainz is white in the first sector, so that's no improvement there. Don't know why. Track grip's up at the max, but I don't know, for some reason they're not improving too much. Green second sector, but he's 1 second off the pace there. That would be... Oh, that's because Vettel set a blistering lap time. And Hamilton, wow. Vettel and Hamilton with some mega laps. 6/10 gap there to Bottas, so that's jumped everyone. Sainz, though, green second sector. Will it be green last? He does improve. It's 1.8 off, though, so he finished up in P10, Norris P6. So the roles reversed a little bit there. Surprising. So, if Norris did not have that engine, he would be way back behind. So this would have been a horrendous Grand Prix for us if we didn't have this engine come in at this episode. It really would have. It looks like everyone else has gained so much more time everywhere else because of those other 2 attributes of being crucial around the lap there. But Vettel and Hamilton, different class, 6/10 ahead of everyone. Right, in terms of race strategy then, let's have a quick look at this. We got 11 to 13 laps. I think probably when they're new, they go 14 to 15 or 16. So it could just be, well, maybe just about a 1-stop or a 2-stop on set of ultras. I don't know. I'll see how it goes, really, with this tyre wear. We could go for a 1-stop onto mediums, but I've only got level 1, so I'll go level 3 at ultras. But we could go to mediums, maybe, if the 1-stop looks like it'd be better. I might go for the 1-stop with Sainz, you know, because he's also easy on fuel, so that might be a way to jump him up with the order. But with Norris, with this good engine, I reckon we just go 2-stop and go real aggressive. Here we go then, towards 5 red lights, though, to the Belgium Grand Prix. P6 and P10 on the grid. Let's focus on Norris here. 5 red lights are out, and we're underway. It's an okay start for Lando Norris. Maintains the P6. He's side by side, though, with the Renault. Sainz down the order a little bit there, battling Grosjean and Ricciardo for P10, 11 and 12. Norris remains here in P6. Let's go full-out attack mode now. The Renault comes round the outside there. A little bit of a bunching up through the chicane. Lando Norris down to P7. Ocon makes the overtake. Sainz up into P9, so it's been a good start for him. He's getting back up the order, but let's see as we go through the laps. Sainz actually overtakes Norris then. That's crazy in Sector 2. So Sainz now in P7. So he comes back in the race a little bit onto the new lap. Sainz up into P6. Norris struggling to get past Ocon there for some reason. And so, very randomly, Sainz now picking up the pace in the race up into P6. Oh my God. He just crashed. He just crashed there. I think, was there any contact with Norris? He did get quite close to Norris, but no. He just spewed it into the grass and he's crashed. They've got the safety car out. Right. So, it's all come crashing down then for Carlos Sainz after 4 or 5 episodes of being so consistent and being the main man in the race where we've finally given Norris the better engine. Of course, he had to be the one that crashed at the Grand Prix. Right. Well, as we can only focus on one driver now, but geez. Of course he crashed. That's so typical. Of course he crashed in this race where he finally had a worse car than Norris. Oh, dearie me. Right, hopefully that doesn't affect Sainz too much there. Oh, I'm sure his tyre's overheated, mate. He's crashed. Right, we're going to go again, full out attack mode, overtake me as we go through to the green lights. And let's see how this goes then for Norris with the better engine there. Overtakes the Red Bull towards turn 1. Could he even get the Mercedes car? Maybe, I don't know. Everything is broken. The game's a little bit glitched because it's still showing... Okay, now he's in the garage. For a second, it showed him over here. I don't know why, but yeah, completely destroyed car, obviously. So we'll move through then. P6, P5, P4 maybe, down the inside of the Mercedes. Yes, we do. P4, looking good. Closing up on the Ferrari as well a little bit. Every straight we're gaining on the Ferrari a little bit, but the Ferrari does have a good engine as well. So actually, we're probably closing up more on Hamilton. So here we go. Ooh, close to Leclerc. Come on, Norris. Come on. Yes, son. P3. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Keep going, lad. Keep going. And Lance Stroll's retired. Mechanical failure for him. We'll continue on. Probably going to come in on the next lap, I'd say, you know, because these tyres are going to start wrecking soon otherwise. Let's go neutral just to try and stretch them a little bit, though. And Albon's crashed now. Okay, very crash-happy Belgium Grand Prix, it would seem. And Bottas has crashed. Literally, what's happening to every car? They're all crashing. Right, 4 DNFs then in this GP. They're all going off on a mad one. Right, easy does it on these tyres. Right, next lap, I think we come in, yeah. Right, full flat-out attack. Coming in this lap, and we're doing this aggressive two-stop, I think. Pit strategy fast, let's go. Right, Norris is in for his pit stop. It's a mistake on the rear jack there. That might just cost us position against the Ferrari car. Let's see, but we need to push hard on the outlap here. Can't really, even though I'm burning fuel quite a lot, I need to push on this outlap here to make sure we get this position on the Ferrari, maybe, hopefully. Let's keep going. Low fuel delta. Gonna have to go low fuel now. Need to save fuel desperately now. Across the line, P8. Where is Leclerc? He's still going. He's still going. Right, we're ahead of Leclerc still. That's good. So we'll save fuel now. We're ahead of the Ferrari. That's good. So save fuel, conserve tyres. Easy does it now. So we are running P3 on the podium with Lando Norris. Leclerc, though, is there. And obviously the Ferrari does have a better engine than us and definitely has a better set of whatever the other two parts were that are crucial around this Grand Prix. So this will be tough to actually defend against him, but I'll try my best. Right now, though, we need to save fuel for later on in the race. Right, lap 18 then. The gap is pretty much the same, I would say, to Leclerc. He's closed up a little bit here. We're now able to go on medium fuel. The tyres have been cooling quite a bit as we conserve them, so that's a little bit of a worry in terms of the tyre heating. So I need to push to get some heat in them, but the tyre wear has been abysmal with Norris compared to Leclerc, you can clearly see there. So might even have to think about going to mediums with Norris, unfortunately, and kind of bun off the aggressive strategy because his tyre wear is not good enough. But I'm hoping with the engine, we can save enough fuel for later on. Medium still could be okay for him to get the third place. But he definitely can't go much longer on these ultras. Maybe like 3 laps more onto lap 21. And then probably go on to mediums just to be safe, I would say. Maybe worn tyres already. The mediums, how long do they go for him? 18. These go 12. They go 12 to 14 apparently. So maybe I can just manage it. No, okay, no, he should be able to just do it. It's just the fact that Leclerc's got so much better tyres, so he might be able to attack us right at the end of the Grand Prix if he keeps going like this. But for now, let's just keep on conserving, keep on trying to... If I can stretch this stint out without being overtaken by him, that would be ideal. Here he comes now. Okay, we have to push him. We have to pit in now. We have to pit in this lap. Right, 10 laps. Norris, you've got to be able to do 10 laps on ultras here, mate. Please, please. Right, come in. Low fuel. Right. In. Please, no mistake. We can't afford a mistake now in this pit stop, guys. Come in. Good stuff. Love that from you guys. Right. Let's go high and neutral on the outlap, and we should be okay. Right, yeah, Leclerc's pit, and we're ahead of him, P4. So I'm going to tactically conserve and save fuel right now and leave it all for the end of the race when we are going to need it for sure. Right, 7 laps to go. We're P4. Verstappen should surely be pitting soon, I would say. In the next 2 laps... He might stretch to the end of this Grand Prix. If he does, we're going to have to push and try and catch him. So he might just finesse us both, myself and Leclerc, for the podium position Verstappen here. But I'm hoping he pits, because I think Vettel and Verstappen will both have to pit, I think. From memory, I'm pretty sure they had to do that in the Ferrari career mode. Like, Verstappen or Hamilton had to pit. And now Leclerc is pushing hard. He's going attack mode on these tyres. We're not going to attack, because he's going to wear out his tyres much more than us. So we're just going to keep medium. I'll go high fuel to try and counteract it, but I'm not going to play his game. Right, 4 laps to go in this Grand Prix. We're now pushing to get some heat in these tyres, and we should have the tyre wear to get to the end of the Grand Prix like this, so I'm not too worried about that. But we're 4 seconds back from Verstappen. We've gained a second there in that last lap. Let's just see, though. We've got 3 laps left. 23 seconds, 27. His tyres are already worn. He's going to come in, and we've got an investigation for Hamilton for doing something. He's got some sort of investigation. He's also got a broken car, and he's got a time penalty. So, ooh, that'll be 22 seconds. That's where Verstappen was. 22 seconds. If we close up 4 seconds, we could get Hamilton here. Let's go overtake mode push. If we get 22 seconds, we could get this. 22 seconds. Come on, come on. 23. We could get this. We could get this. Come on, come on, come on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We need 20 seconds now, don't we? We need 20 seconds. Keep going, mate. 23. Ooh, doesn't look like we'll get it. I don't think we'll get it. We'll get towards the line. We've got 3rd place. We've got 3rd place. Across the line, I tried to get Hamilton because he's got a 10-second time penalty, but I think he'll just about keep that 3 seconds ahead of us there. But we got the P3. Verstappen did have to pit late on. Vettel did not. But it's a podium for Lando Norris. It's been a long while because he got the first podium for us of the season, all the way back at the Chinese Grand Prix. It's been a long while since then. So good to have him back on the podium. P3, confidence building. Sainz crashed, so he should definitely have a big morale boost. And maybe this will be the race that turns it around and he decides to stay at the team. Right, so with that bronze, yeah, Hamilton does stay ahead of us, unfortunately, in P2. He also got the fast half of the Grand Prix there, so even with a penalty, he got 20 points. But we go through. Lando moves up into P7 now, ahead of Albon, which is good. And he's not, if he has a consistent second half of the season, he could catch up to Verstappen and Bottas, So let's hope this is the start of some consistency for him. But here we go, points-wise, 142, gap's 20 points. I don't know if that's grown or not. I think it has a little bit, because we beat Verstappen, obviously Albon crashed out, so we have grown that points gap there. So solidifying that P3, very much so. Very happy with that. I didn't know if we were going to be able to really take it to Red Bull this season, wasn't too sure, but with this engine development we've done, mega stuff. Really coming clutch to try and take on Red Bull. But here we go then. Driver form's going to go down a little bit for Sainz there. We've got 2 million in the bank with Lando Norris. And so as we come through, let's quickly check the morale. Hopefully it's out of the red for Norris. I'd be kind of a little bit upset if it wasn't out of the red for him, but I can understand why it might not be because he was so low. But let's see. Driver details. No, okay, he's no longer looking at offers. His morale's good. He's all good. Can we renew contracts? He's not interested. It's not time to renew yet, but he's obviously contracted for 17 months. So we've already got him pinned down for the rest of this season and next season, and now he's no longer considering offers. I hope that means legit he's not considering offers anymore. I mean, let's look at mail. Let's see. Is it gonna tell us? Yep, here we go. I'm feeling much better about being in the team. I'm not going to listen to any offers anymore. There we go. That's sorted. So he's all good. He's going to stay with the team. Don't need to worry about it. You know what? Good work, team. We sort that all out. Good stuff. So, guys, if you did enjoy that, if you did enjoy that last bit and development, that's good news to your ears, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new around here, if you are new around here, to subscribe for weekly full-on content. I've been aarava. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.